My name's Alison Fitgerald. I've been the Executive Officer or Manager of Yarra Ranges Enterprise Centres Limited, which is commonly known as YREC. YREC was actually created in 1998 down in Lilydale as an initiative with Council's help to help in unemployment in the area. But in the year 2000, the sanitarium food factory had closed, there were several other industries in Warburton that had closed down, and unemployment was very high. So we've been here for 17 years and have built the business from that time with help from Council, Federal Government and of course State Government. This is a business incubator, so there are many in the world of all different types. There's many in Melbourne and they're quite different. They look at co-working space and getting professionals to come together into a sort of collaborative space to work together. This is quite a different model in that the tenants have their unique space, and we call them studios, workshops, offices. They have exclusive rights to that space. They have 24/7 access. They are traditionally home-based businesses or people that have got a hobby that then want to go the next level and actually commercialise that hobby and make a business of it. And then they grow to the stage where they need to move on and find other premises. So, and that's what we're all about really, is we bring them in, they start up, we help them, they're in a nurturing community environment called the Business Village, which works really well. The facility is not only used by 21 tenants at the moment, it's also used by a lot of community groups. 2 to 3 times a week our meeting room is used at night time by community groups, book clubs, film societies, garden club, Warburton Advancement League, you know, those sorts of groups.
My name is Louise Brockway. I'm a principal solicitor and I run Brockway Legal out at YREC. I've been out here for coming up to 2 years now. I started off leasing casually while I worked out whether this was going to be the right place for me and how it was going to work in the Upper Yarra. I am the only solicitor in Warburton, so when I moved out here I wasn't quite sure about how that was going to work, but I've certainly had a lot of feedback from locals about the importance of having a lawyer here, somebody they can just pop into and ask a quick question and see what they need to do.
Okay. Hi, my name's Shannon Stenning. I'm from Locks, Keys and More. We're an online retailer of locks, keys and security products. We've been at YREC for about 10 months now. Fantastic place to work. The advantage for us in being here, I guess, is it gives us a commercial space, a street frontage, as well as the opportunity to work and network and share ideas with other, small business operators and people from the local community.
My name's Claire Bremner. I'm a professional artist and I've been working full-time for about 3.5 to 4 years. I paint mostly abstract expressionist landscape paintings. I have representations in galleries in Melbourne, New South Wales. I've got licensing agreements and contracts with people in the UK and the US, so I'm quite busy. I was working out of a spare room in my house up until December last year. And logistically it just got too out of control to have all this running at home, and I needed somewhere that was outside of my home to run my arts business, and this is where YREC came into it. I have plenty of space here. I've got the use of the meeting room if I have clients that want to come and see my work. Rather than having them come through my lounge room and see all my dirty laundry, they can come to a more professional space.
My name's Andrew Kane, I'm known as Furry. I've been here for just over 3 years. We're one of the 2 local mechanics in Warburton. Been operating for 10 years all up. I used to work at home. I was told I'm not allowed to run a workshop at home, so I've ended up in here, which is fine. The only problem is there is no other industrial land in Warburton I could use.
We are under threat because the state government has deemed this property at 21 Woods Point, Warburton, surplus to their needs. So this has happened right across Victoria. There's about 33, 35 properties being recognised, and we are on a list of land being prepared for sale. I have been to visit Treasury and Finance, who are managing the sales process. We're not getting a lot of information from state government. I believe we have this year, we're secure this year to stay here, but beyond that, no one knows. I'm having some communication with parts of state government, but we have written to the planning minister 3 times now and have had no response. We've also written to the Minister for Small Business and we've had no response. So we are pulling at whatever threads we can to lobby, to get people on board. We've run a petition, which we've got about 800 signatures, which we're about to take that to Parliament. We have the local community definitely on board. They are asking me every day down the street, what's happening with YREC? Have you saved it yet? What's going on? How can we help?
If this place closed, I would probably go back to working from home for a while because I don't want to give up those community aspects of my work. I want to keep doing that and I want to be able to offer pro bono work as I do. And it would be a loss to the community because there would not be a solicitor in Warburton.
So if this place was to shut, I might have to go and get a real job, I suppose. Other than that, I'm a volunteer with the Reefton CFA and I'm the only licensed driver around at the moment during the day. So I suppose the other thing is I do have a lot of clientele. There's a lot of people come here looking for me. Quite a few regular customers I service, so they'd have to go and find somewhere else to get their cars done as well. And my customer base is basically from here through to the top of Reefton. So between the other workshop and I, we look after all of them.
If we weren't here, I guess I'd have to go back to working at home, which is a lot harder, a lot smaller space and less opportunities in terms of having people come to us. Being here, we can have customers come down, service what we need to do. At home, it's a lot more difficult. I can't have people come to my home, and it's a lot more, hard to get deliveries and all the rest of it, I suppose. So it's a real plus to be here and working in the heart of town. That's for sure.
It's worked out brilliantly, and I don't think I could go back again. There's no way I could go back to my house and continue doing what I'm doing now. I'd have to find somewhere else, and there really isn't anywhere else unless I go much more further down the line out of my way, which would inconvenience me quite a bit. So yeah, I'm really hoping that we get to stay here because I want to stay here for as long as I can. Yeah.
So please support us. It's so important that we end up staying here in Warburton. Whatever you can do, there's a Facebook page called Save YREC and there's a petition still running at the moment. But if you want to talk to me about any other way you can help, that would be fantastic. So let's keep YREC here in Warburton.